It's Senator Jon Ossoff.
Yeah, that's not actually the senator there. This is a deep fake video made to appear that Senator Ossoff is talking about the recent completed federal government shutdown. This particular video was put on social media earlier this week by an official account for current Congressman and candidate for U.S. Senate Mike Collins. These deep fakes are becoming more and more convincing to the naked eye. And should there be any policies put in place to protect people's identities? Let's bring in Andy Green, cybersecurity researcher at Kennesaw State University. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Good morning. Glad to be back.
All right. Do you think, I mean, what is going on with this? All right. So, first of all, it doesn't feel like it's legal to do, but then it's out there. It's on social media. I mean, how do we guard ourselves against this?
First of all, I want to make it clear that I am not a deepfake AI video. I am a real person.
We appreciate that.
But then again, how can you tell the difference?
Right.
And that's the real issue, right? And so from a legal perspective, there's very little legislative content out there that protects the public at large. And that's the real issue. From a public policy and legislative perspective, that it is a challenge. From a technical perspective, it's really easy to stand up these videos and these audio files. I'll give you two examples. Just last year, a multinational company was the victim of a coordinated attack by a criminal actor group, where the target was a poor accounts payable clerk who was ultimately convinced to authorize payment on a bogus bill worth $25 million. And the criminal actor group at first faked a phone call to the clerk from the chief financial officer. And the clerk said, "This doesn't seem right." It felt odd, which was right. And then the threat actor group said, "No problem, we're happy to get on a video call with you to put any concerns aside." And they had video spoofed and audio spoofed multiple officers of the corporation, all to put this poor employee at ease to feel comfortable transferring the funds out. They never got the money back.
Wow.
And so these are real concerns that are happening. I've got friends and colleagues who are using this technology in real time to perform penetration tests against these organizations who want to be tested against this type of attack. And the ease with which I can spoof an identity and have a conversation with you in real time. I can sit here at the keyboard and you can say something to me and I can type in the response and it will sound like whoever it is I'm spoofing talking to you on the other end, either in audio or video in real time, is really frightening and scary. And so when we take that capability and start applying it in different areas of our lives, it becomes really scary and difficult. And when the public at large is not really thinking about this new type of threat, we're not ready for it. And so whether it's in this context, a political campaign ad, or whether it's in our personal lives, an inbound phone call where we think we're getting a phone call from, our power company, our electric company, maybe the police department, where they're claiming all kinds of bad things are about to happen if you don't take this action right away. Give us your past due, pay a bill. Give us this money, we're going to come arrest you. In this case, words being put in Senator Ossoff's mouths that he didn't say. This is a societal problem writ large that we have to inform the public about. How do we deal? This is a problem. You need to be aware of it, and then how do we deal with it from a regulatory perspective? And that's the real challenge: is what laws and policies do we put in place to deal with this at a national level? Because a patchwork approach across multiple states, we've seen time and time again, long term, it is not going to work.
Just listening to you, I feel like there's nothing we can do about this right now. Is that the case?
Well, awareness, I always say, is the first step. And so when you start to see these things come across, you have to be vigilant. And you have to, unfortunately, question what you're seeing and what you're hearing now. And so when you see these things come across social media, you have to ask yourself, is this consistent with the behavior and actions that I've seen from this individual in the past? And so, in the context of Senator Ossoff, he's got a body of public work where he's got published stances on issues. And for a video to come out where all of a sudden he seems to be taking a position that is completely at odds with what his prior public positions have been.
Wow.
That should give everybody a moment's worth of pause to say, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so in that context, you should stop and say, that doesn't make sense. In our personal lives, when we've got these calls coming inbound, question it.
Yeah.
And say, okay, thank you very much. And then turn around and call the organization on a known publicly good number. You can't trust the inbound number because I can spoof an inbound telephone number and I can look like I'm calling legitimately from Georgia Power or Hobby MC, in my case, or what have you. And it can look like a legitimate number when in fact it's not.
Yeah.
And so it's trouble across the board.
Andy, I'm out of time, but we're going to talk more about this, man. I'm going to invite you back, and we're going to talk more about this.
Okay.
We got to get down to the bottom of it, man, because I can see my mother, 84 years old, being spoofed that easy by me, even, right? So thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll bring you back. All right.
You bet. Take care.
All right.